Today's the day, boys. We are working on the FRS again with the rear fitment. We ordered some blocks, lower control arms, which I have them right here, so we can go ahead and get that fitment dialed in. Remember from last video, and right now it's not really jacked up, but the quarter panel piece is sitting about right here. So I bought the lower control arms so we can go ahead and get the camber all adjusted, push the bottom of the wheel out, set it lip defender, and let's go ahead and get the OEM ones off and get started. Thanks for coming to help out, Chris.
This is hot. Huh?
Is it hot?
No problem, dude.
Dang, hot boy.
That's me.
Dang, hot Lexus.
So we have these blocks, lower control arms. Right here is the adjustment point going into the rear control arms. These are the OEM ones. Right here you have your hub mount, your bag mount, and this one is your tie rod end mount. And it's pretty simple. Just loosen the bolt that's right there, loosen the bolt right here, break these off, and then it'll all drop off. And then we can install this new guy. So just holding it up to the OEM one, you can see it's gonna be a large amount. Clearly we have at the end of it this little adjustment piece. So pretty basic, and it will, like I said, bring the bag lower a little bit, which will also bring the wheel of the hub lower, and then we can set the wheel lip defender fitment, which is what we're going for. So I'm gonna go ahead and break these loose, and then I will catch up with you guys in just a second.
Sit down, you sit down, you sit down, you sit down, like the cool blue light, like the cool blue light.
Now it should drop out. There we go. Woo! Okay, we have the arm in now, the hub bolts in, the bag bolts in, and the sway bar in. What we need to do now is adjust over here. You have your two locking nuts and you have your full adjustments over there. We're gonna test fit the wheel now. Not everything is really tightened up just yet. We wanna make sure everything's tight once we have the wheel fitment perfect. So what we're gonna do is, if we need to push the hub out, which we'll adjust from over here. If not, hopefully the hub is where we need it to. So hopefully it sits lip defender now. Okay, let's try this again for the 15th time. Hopefully we can get the wheel fitment right. Here we go, again. Hopefully we can get this fitment right. Hopefully, we'll see. If not, we'll have to do some adjustments.
Well, it's looking promising.
It's looking promising? Yeah, it's always gonna look promising, but it depends if it, if the bag will sit lower now.
All right, your toe is like slightly off.
See, that's the problem though. It's still it's not touching. I'm trying to get it to touch. And that's the issue, is that it's so
yeah, but your
freaking
toe's
close.
off though.
Well, yeah, I can play with the toe a little bit. It is toed in, definitely can see that. Hopefully we can get it just to touch, okay. All right, let's keep adjusting just a little bit more. Doing a little bit more adjustment. I think we got everything. It's getting caught up in this area right here, the kit. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna add some lubrication here. And hopefully it should sit about where we need to get it to. So I'm gonna keep jacking it back up. Just some good lube. Look at that intensive face. Because now it's starting to lift off the jack. It's definitely a lot better. I may need to take out just a few more degrees of camber, maybe like a degree, if that, to get it to sit absolutely perfect. So it's about there for the most part for the rear. Chris, what is your prediction to be able to make this thing sit on the lip of the fender?
All right, so I don't feel like the weight of the car is being distributed properly right now. So I feel like on the ground, it's gonna be fine.
Okay, well, what we're gonna do now is put this wheel back on, we'll let y'all back on, pretty much tighten the lug nuts on that one. take the jack stands, get the front wheel back on. I'm gonna air out just the rear only and see if having the weight of the vehicle is gonna be able to make it sit lift defender. We're gonna be using the Airlift 3P to dial in this fitment. All right, let's see how this works. First, I'm gonna lower, ideally, the other side.
So close. Like,
that's crazy how much difference in the fitment between this side and then the fitment with camera and everything. But it's looking good. The bottom of the wheel definitely was pushed out. Lower control arms making it a lot easier. I am okay with that. That's a lot better than what it was before. There's like barely a hair of a gap, but once we lower the other side, it should lower this side to fit absolutely perfect. And since the lip of the wheel is sitting like right on the lip of this, I want to go ahead and have the wheel poke out just a little bit more. So I'm going to take the upper control arm out right here and take out maybe a degree or two of camber, and then it should fit absolutely perfect. All right, let's try this again for the 1,000th time, I swear. Setting the fitment is like the worst thing ever. All right, please, for the love of God, please sit right.
oh, that's it, boy.
Oh my gosh, it's because of the toe. The toe is not right. So that's exactly like where I want it to be sitting, like that much little bit of poke. But I just need it to, I need to adjust the toe just a hair to be able to compensate for that.
Or it out a little bit at the bottom, just like.
Or I can push the bottom out just a hair. Good thinking, Chris. What would we do without you, mate? Oh, hit him with it. Oh, junk. Oh, snap. Oh, yeet. Y'all. Hey. Okay. Let's try that again. Dialing fitment is literally like the worst thing ever, but for the most part, I think we're gonna be done for tonight. I have it for the most part, ideally like where I want it to sit. It's just gonna be like, I think it's hitting the kit, a little bit the actual sidewall of the tire, I'll show you. It's hitting the kit on the inside, right in this area. So once, I probably can shave this down just a little bit. Yeah, right here is where it's hitting the kit. So maybe if I shave it down a little bit, it's very close. It's like literally like smaller than like a finger width gap. Like it's right there almost. So ideally the fitment is fantastic. I like it. I just wish it would touch, but it's not the end of the world if it doesn't. No big deal. Like I said, we can probably adjust that a little bit more and get that to fit. For the rear, for this side, it's good. Like I said, I'm gonna do it to the other side. I don't really need to show you the exact same thing. So I'm gonna finish up for tonight and then start working on the front. The fronts still need a ton of work, and we have slotting of the bags we have to do, and that's gonna be awful. Thank you again, Chris, for coming to hang out tonight. Appreciate you, dude, and all your hard work. We'll catch you whenever we pick back up. It is now Sunday, a whole different day, clearly. Babyface Evan is back. I shaved up, working on the rear fitment again, and I believe I solved the problem. Okay, so the other side of the car is still not finished yet. We haven't cambered it out or anything. This side is completely still hokey pokey and no camber, all stock suspension, while this side here, if you remember, we had that little baby gap to be able to get this to sit lift defender. Once I lower the other side, this side will lower more also. When they're basically vice versa. When you lower that side, the symmetry of the suspension and stuff all changes for this one. So what I'm gonna do, of course, get the car up in the air, take all the wheels off. We're also gonna be working on the front fitment today. We're gonna be sliding the bags. We pull the bags out. We're gonna have to slot the holes a little bit further because we have to get more camber out of the front. I think we'll need a little bit more than the lower control arms can give us. We'll see. I'm also going to be fixing the rear quarter panel where we shaved it and welded it and cut it. We're gonna be taking flex tape in there, sealing it all up. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Let's go ahead and knock this sucker out. I'm finishing the other side of the rear for the camber and all the adjustable arms. Nick right now is working on the front, and he is taking out the bags so we can go ahead and get them slotted. So is Waldo, he's helping out here too. And Nick is gonna kind of do a quick breakdown of what's going on whenever we get the bags out as to how we're gonna get front camber and get them slotted.
All right, so what we're about to do is slot this top mounting hole. Basically, we're gonna cut it further in this way so we can get more camber. If we have to, we'll slot the rotor as well, but we're gonna start with this and see if it'll give us as much as we need.
We're pretty much at the moment now where like we're just getting like a bunch of stuff done. Like everyone's over here. We got a whole squad of cars here. Good Lord. We're pretty much just getting it done. Chris is doing nothing as always and playing with jacks. Nick is over here trying to take out some interior pieces so we can get to the inner fender well and start getting that all sealed up. Brandon Bryan over here killing the game, getting some ceramic coating done on the wheels. Brandon, just for people, just tell them real quick, how to ceramic coat a wheel and what do you have to do? Why do people freak out over ceramic coat and why is it so easy to do?
I don't know. These wheels, you know, they're new wheels, so they, you know, they haven't been driven on yet. They're clean, they're freshly painted. Still gonna go through and clay bar them just to make sure everything's off of them. But there's really nothing to it after that. This stuff I use from Chemical Guys. It's, you know, pretty consumer friendly. It is a true ceramic coating. Lasts up to 12 months. I love it. I put it over my entire car and it still beads like the day I put it on there 6 months ago. So.
Waldo, what the heck are you doing around here?
Well, we're slotting them.
All right, how's the slot going on the other? Is this one the one we slotted, or is it the other
we already slotted one side.
Okay.
It's not pretty on the.
So I just want to show people here. Ideally, let's see. So we have this bag. So you can see on the other side as to about how much we slotted. If you look on the other side, you can see just a regular mounting hole. So it's been pushed in probably about half an inch or so. Somewhere in that range.
3/4 of an inch.
Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of difference in the camber. So we're gonna.
I'm gonna make that pretty.
Yeah, I'll smooth it out, make it all nice, and then we'll start doing some test fitting. So again, we're hopping back onto it. Gonna just start working everything. I'm finishing up the rear on the other side to get the camber squared away, get the wheels fitted, and then we will catch up with you guys whenever we do a little bit more. Okay, so the compressor's on, so I gotta be a little bit louder. But you can see, once you take this back quarter panel piece off, see there's like my tank and everything, you just take the back seats out, you can access all the entire fender well. So what we're gonna do is you're taking all the tape and everything, sealing all of that up so we don't have water get into it, because that'd be a terrible problem for this entire interior and the car to get rust. So once we get all that taped up, we're gonna have these Flex Seal tape, then we'll spray some Flex Seal on top of that just to make sure it gets in all the crevices and everything. And Nick, I believe, is gonna be working on this mainly while I'm still working up the suspension.
Today's video is sponsored by Flex Tape. It'll fill any holes in your life, even a broken heart. Go get some.
Are you okay?
The Flex Tape is coming out incredible. It's so good. It's gonna last an extremely long time since we're doing it on the inside of the fender here. We're about halfway up and about halfway to go.
3, 2, 1.
It is now later in the night. We've been working our butts off. Waldo over here has been grinding these, slotting these bags. It's been a long time since I picked up the camera. Sometimes, I mean, we just gotta get to work and just kind of, like, filming can take a lot of time away from getting everything done. So I wanna show you guys this. The front fitment on these wheels are killer now. It's sitting perfectly where I need it to. And just to kind of show you guys the camber degree, it is showing at 15.3 degrees of camber. It's awesome. I can show you from the back here. We got a lot of tilt. It's looking perfect. The rear is only negative 13 or so, or negative 12. Or more cameras in front than we will in the rear. So, yeet!
Boy.
This has been hectic, but we still have like a lot more like finishing touches to do. We have like the whole entire side to do. Yeah, we have to go ahead and ruin this guy right here. Go ahead and slot that bottom part of the bag and get that squared away. But things are looking up, and I did not think we were gonna get these fronts fitted because they were poked out like insanely. We're knocking it out, so we're gonna keep on keeping on. I just want to talk real quick about how to get front camber on these cars. I know like a lot of people have questions and stuff, and I haven't really seen any good videos showing really how you're supposed to get front camber and what you specifically have to do. First off, the main thing is once you have your lower control arms in your Racer X, those be a huge deal because you need to be able to push out the hub and then be able to tilt it in from the bottom. And then what you have to do ideally is this right here. Slot the top mounting hole of the bag. So that right there gets you the most camber from the top. Ideally, finished product is gonna look like that. We've already painted this one and made it look nice and stuff. Always, whenever you cut stuff, make sure you paint it, because if you don't, it's going to rust. And then your next issue when you start doing that is going to be this spindle. So you need to shave the back side and the top side of the spindle, because if you don't, then what it's gonna do is hit the bag when you're trying to shove the spindle back in to the bag and to be able to get the front camber. It's going to hit that. So you need to shave that, and that makes a huge difference. Also, next step, to bang in the fender well, because your back of your bag is going to hit the back side of the inner fender well. So next start I have to do is kind of heat this up here and bash it in with a hammer until we have bag clearance. Quick update, everything is looking good. We are done with the passenger side mainly, done with the rear driver side. We still have to work on the front passenger side to get the front camber and everything dialed in, but we're just cleaning up now mainly. Do you want to make more noise? Are you putting stuff up or are you making noise? Hey, I'm trying to vlog here, bro. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the other wheels all back on the car and get that squared away, and then show you guys some of the fitment and get everything all dialed in, hopefully, for the rear cut. I'm trying to vlog here, man. Trying to vlog. Trying to make a dream happen here. Trying to make a dream happen. Hopefully now, since the other side, all the camera, everything is all fit in, all the adjustable arms and stuff, it'll close that little gap we had. If you remember on this side, the passenger side, we had a little baby gap that I needed to close to be able to get this thing to seal up the fender. Now, since the other arms are in, hopefully that'll go ahead and clear that. And Irie is good now. She's happy because if she has a hot pocket. So as long as you keep your girlfriend with some food in her mouth, as long as she has food, then she's good to go. And that's all you need to do is keep your girl happy. All right, diving in here again with the air and out. Always using the airlift 3P Bluetooth to be able to see and dial in fitment. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rears because we know that the rear is going to fit first. Let's go ahead and knock out the other side. Once we shave down the bottom of this lip, it should hopefully close in a little bit more. Yeah, it's getting there. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the front. I'll lower this side because this side still has the stock wheel on it. We're gonna go ahead and finish this side in the next couple of days. This side is now touching.
Is it really?
Yeah, this side is pretty much closed. Oh my gosh, crazy how much camber there is. I don't know if you guys can really see that too much. Okay, let's test this one out. Oh, absolutely perfect. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Literally, at 0 PSI, it's aired out. So like measurements of the bag is just perfect. It all worked out. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. That's so crazy how much camber that is. Let me show you again from the back side here. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's videos. Go ahead and click the like button, comment below what you think today's video, the fitment, the wheels, everything. Let me know what you think about it. I'm so excited to get this thing going. And as always, click the subscribe button. It means so much to me. If you're looking for any kind of Deviant products, again, it's deviant.usa. I'll go ahead and add the description to the link below to the website so you can buy a shirt, some decals. I got some other stuff coming. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you guys on the next one.